We have all been there, the relationship where saying I love you becomes as routine as saying good morning. It's no longer the spark that sets your heart racing or the words that make you feel seen and appreciated. Instead, it feels like something you just say because it's expected. The magic starts to fade and the weight those words once carried starts to feel lighter, less significant. But what if I told you that this doesn't have to be the end of your love story, that you can reignite the fire even when saying I love you starts to feel like a routine? The first thing you need to understand is that love isn't static. It's not a one-time declaration that you say and then forget about. Love is dynamic. It evolves, it grows, and it's influenced by the way you nurture and care for each other. So when the words I love you start to feel less impactful, it's not because the love has disappeared. It's simply because you've fallen into a pattern, a comfort zone, where routine has started to replace the intentionality behind those words. The reason love feels routine in the first place is because we often get caught up in the daily grind. Life gets busy. Work, responsibilities, social obligations, and before you know it, the way you express affection starts to fall into a predictable rhythm. You start saying I love you at the same time each day, right before bed, or as you're about to part ways. These words start to lose their connection to the deep emotions they once represented because they've become a habit. But just because something has become a routine doesn't mean it can't be changed. Just because you're stuck in a rut doesn't mean you can't shake things up and rediscover the depth of your feelings. So how do you bring the meaning back to those three little words? How do you make I love you more than just a habit? The first step is being present. In relationships, it's easy to go through the motions without truly engaging with your partner. You might say I love you while you're checking your phone or distracted by something else. But love requires presence. The next time you tell your partner you love them, do it with intention. Look them in the eyes, take a moment to truly connect, and say it like you mean it. When you're fully present with your partner, those words will carry more weight and they will feel more genuine. It's not just about saying the words, it's about saying them from a place of real connection. The second step is to show love in other ways. Words are powerful, but actions often speak louder. If you want to bring meaning back to I love you, you need to show it in the way you behave. Small gestures can have a huge impact. It's about doing things that show you care. Take time out of your day to do something kind for your partner, whether it's making their favorite meal, sending a thoughtful text, or simply taking a moment to listen to them without distractions. Love isn't just about saying I love you. It's about embodying that love through your actions and showing your partner that they mean the world to you. Another way to bring back the meaning in I love you is to remind each other of the little things that brought you together in the first place. Over time, we can forget the small details that made us fall in love with our partners. The way they laugh, the little quirks that make them unique, the way they comfort you when you're down. These are the things that make a relationship special. So take a moment to remind your partner of the things that you love about them. Tell them why you appreciate their presence in your life and share specific moments that have meant the most to you. Reminding each other of the roots of your love helps reignite the connection you share. It's also important to keep the romance alive. It's easy to let the romance fade when you've been together for a while. But love isn't meant to be a slow burn. It's meant to be celebrated and nurtured. So find ways to keep the spark alive. Go on date nights, surprise each other with thoughtful gifts, or plan an adventure together. The more you prioritize your relationship and make time for each other, the more your love will feel fresh and meaningful. In addition, communication plays a huge role in ensuring that saying I love you remains significant. Sometimes we fall into a pattern where we say the words out of habit, but we don't truly communicate what love means to us. Have an open conversation with your partner about how you both express love and what makes you feel loved. It's important to understand each other's needs and preferences when it comes to affection. Some people need words of affirmation, while others might value quality time or physical touch. Knowing what makes your partner feel loved can help you communicate more effectively and deepen your emotional connection. Now, let's talk about creating new memories together. Often, love can feel routine when there's a lack of new experiences. It's easy to fall into a pattern where you're doing the same things every day and the excitement starts to fade. But when you step outside your comfort zone and create new memories together, it brings a sense of novelty and adventure back into the relationship. Plan something spontaneous, whether it's a weekend getaway, trying a new hobby together, or simply taking a walk in a new park. Creating new memories gives you both something to look forward to and can reignite the passion and meaning behind your love. It's also important to practice gratitude. Relationships can become routine when we stop appreciating the little things our partner does for us, but expressing gratitude for even the smallest acts of kindness can reignite the emotional connection between you and your partner. Take a moment each day to reflect on what you're grateful for in your relationship, whether it's your partner's support, their sense of humor, or their kindness. Share this gratitude with them and watch how it strengthens the bond between you. Lastly, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Saying "I love you" can feel like a routine if you're not being emotionally vulnerable with your partner. Share your thoughts, your fears, your dreams, and your vulnerabilities. The more you open up to each other, the more meaningful your connection will become. Vulnerability creates intimacy, and when you're truly intimate with your partner, the words "I love you" will naturally carry more weight. So, what do you do if you're still struggling to make "I love you" meaningful again? The key is patience. Relationships go through phases, and sometimes the spark doesn't come back overnight. But if you commit to being present, showing love through actions, and continually working on your connection, those words will regain their significance. Love is a journey, not a destination. It requires effort, intention, and care, but the rewards are worth it. If you found this helpful and want to learn more about nurturing your relationship, make sure to subscribe to Love Guru Vibes for more insights and tips. Share this with someone you care about. And remember, love is what you make of it. Don't let routine rob you of the depth and meaning it can bring into your life.